Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my perfume tournament for 2024. In today's video I'm going to be comparing all these fragrances basically with each other. We're going to do a perfume tournament and I'm going to rank all the fragrances that I have in my collection. I have seen quite a few YouTubers do these for different categories of products, where you basically like pair two which are like similar together enough, and then you choose one winner out of those, and then in the round two all the winners of the first round are kind of paired with each other together for round two, and that way, kind of like by the process of elimination, you figure out like your favorite of a specific category. So we're gonna do that for my perfumes today. I also plan to do these for my lipsticks, so in case you are interested and you enjoy this video, let me know down below by leaving a comment, and then we will do the same style video for my lipsticks as well. And I think it's going to be really fun. So I've kind of made the pairings already, like you can see, and we're gonna pick the winner and see which perfume ends up being the winner in today's video. So let's dive right into it, and we're gonna start with the first pairing that we have over here. So I have Carolina Herrera Good Girl and Renee Bloom, which is supposed to be a dupe of this fragrance. And while it has amazing it's an amazing scent, I'm not a big fan of the longevity of this fragrance, whereas this one, I think, in my opinion personally, is actually worth the hype. It's worth the money. It's a beautiful very strong scent, and this one also feels like a watered down version, whereas this one smells like a beautiful juice, very high end, and it smells like a really expensive scent. Like, that's the best way to describe it. So among these two, I have to see the OG is the winner, and this one is going to be eliminated from our round. Basically, from this one is not going to go to round two, and this one gets promoted to round two. Then moving on, next we have these two over here. So we have Masaba by Nykaa Crock and Roll, which is a really nice summery, like fresh scent. It's very unique to my collection. I don't think any of the other perfumes that I have in my collection matches up to this one, whereas this is actually a newer one. So I feel like we're being a little bit partial over here, because I have not had this for too long, but the scent in itself, if I had to compare to Crock and Roll, I would say it's very nice and fresh, really nice scent. But because I haven't gotten the chance to wear it too much, I'm not going to be able to compare it, whereas this I have had for a long time in my collection, and it's a really nice versatile scent as well. I could wear this every day, and I always say when I'm describing this specific perfume that it works great for days where you're having a headache or you're not keeping well but you still want to spray a perfume on. I wouldn't spray any of my other fragrances in my collection, but I will definitely spray this one on, because it is it's very versatile, that when it doesn't give me a headache. So I'm going to promote this to my round two, even though I'm being a little bit partial over here because I haven't worn this one too much, so I can't tell you. But we're going to promote this one to round two. Then coming a little bit on this side, we have Zara Pink Flambe, which is a really nice juicy, it's supposed to be a dupe of Vive la Juicy by Juicy Couture, and I think that this is also like a watered down version of Vive la Juicy Couture, but I do like it. It's a really nice scent. I don't wear it too much these days, but I love it. Another juicy fragrance is this one. This is Hugo Boss The Scent. It's a high-end fragrance, and I definitely think that it's worth the money. It's one that I've repurchased multiple times as well. It's so beautiful, a little bit more mature, I would say, as compared to this one. Pink Flambe smells very I want to say childish. I mean, teenagers could wear it, but it's not like if you are older you can't wear it. I think you still can. That being said, if I had to pick between having one in my collection out of these two, I would definitely pick Hugo Boss. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to eliminate Pink Flambe from this round, and the one that gets promoted to the next round is Hugo Boss The Scent. So yes, pink flambe is out. Then we have this, which I got from the same store that we have one more perfume, which I'll speak about next. It's the brand Miss Boo, but it does not say that anywhere. It says Landmark Excite. So again, I don't know where this is from really, but it's a really nice, like, fruity, but it's not like a basic fruity body mist kind of a scent. It's a little bit more elevated than that, so it's a nice one. But again, I haven't used it too much. It's called Plum Fresh, whereas the other one is actually a discontinued Miniso fragrance. It's called Sunrise, and this is one of my favorite. I don't wear it too much because it's also discontinued. You can't find it anymore, so I want to make it last for as long as possible. And because I love it so freaking much, I am going to actually promote this to my round 2, and we're going to eliminate this one. Again, I think it's partially because I haven't worn this one too much, so I cannot tell you much about it either. So yes, we have this one, which is going to go to round 2. Then let's come to this side over here. Two of my favorite fragrances, you guys. When I was making this pairing, I was like, this is going to be so hard to pick one of the two because I love Narciso Ambre so freaking much. I just smelled it and before sitting down to film this video, and it smells like the most beautiful ambery, tropical, floral, beautiful fragrance, you guys. Whereas Michael Kors Wanderlust is more of a recent obsession. I want to say I've not had this for too long, but I have worn this so many times. I absolutely love it. So to pick between these two would be really hard, but I wanted to pair them together because they are kind of in the same family. I would say they're distant relatives. So if I had to pick one out of these two, even though it's very hard, I have to pick Narciso Ambre because I feel like this is way more stronger, deeper juice. It's just a little bit more potent and like special occasion based, versus, even though I love Michael Kors Wanderlust and it's breaking my heart to eliminate it, I'm gonna have to, because this one is a little bit more day-to-day, everyday appropriate, whereas this is more of like a special scent. So if I had to eliminate one of these two, I would eliminate Wanderlust, which I know it's going to be very shocking, but I love Ambre more. So there is that. Okay, moving on. Next we have some very sweet fragrances. Next we have this supposed dupe of Carolina Herrera Good Girl, which is not a dupe at all. It's actually a very simple sweet fragrance, whereas Good Girl is so much more complicated than that. And then this is Zudio's Dance. Again, very sweet fragrance. I've still not worn it because that's how sweet it is. And this one, I would want to actually eliminate both and not promote either of them to round 2. And I think that's what I would be doing, even though I know I should be keeping one and then eliminating the other. But in this particular round, if I'm going to be very honest, you guys, neither of these fragrances are going to last in my collection for a long time. I think once I use them up, neither of these are going to stay. So that way I can easily eliminate both of these. None of them could get promoted to round 2. But if I had to pick one out of these two, I would pick this one to get promoted. But in our next round, we're going to have 9 fragrances. So one is just going to automatically get carry forwarded. And I don't want that to be this one. So that's the reason I would rather promote only 8 for my next round. And then out of 8, we can have like 4 pairings. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to eliminate both of these and none of them go to the next round. Sorry guys. Then over here, we have 2 fragrances which smell very different actually compared to each other. So you might ask, why are you pairing these two together? Well, I am pairing these two together because both of these are the closest thing that I could possibly have to a signature scent. And this is like the winter version of my signature scent, and this is like my all year round signature scent. This one is more sweet, marshmallowy, and like just amazing gourmand goodness, whereas this is like more edgy, but yet it is the most complex thing. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's sexy, yet everyday, yet edgy, yet makes me smell unique as well. I have not smelled any other scent which is like this, and it's so affordable, you guys. Actually, both of them are quite affordable, but I know this one is more affordable because it's under 500 rupees, I'm pretty sure. This one is a little bit over 500. So if I had to pick one out of these two, I know it's going to come as a shocker to a lot of you, but I will pick Tokyo Zen because of the uniqueness of the scent. I'm going to eliminate Nykaa Love Notes. Again, it will break my heart a little bit to do that, but because this one is more unique and I think it's more all year round appropriate, for that reason I would pick this and I would eliminate this one. So that is that. Now we have our last two pairings for this round, and then we can move on to our round two. I paired my only two plum scents together. We have Hawaiian Rumba and Vanilla Vibes. Hawaiian Rumba is more tropical, all year round appropriate, even though I'm kind of getting bored of the scent because I've been so obsessed with this perfume and the shower gel and the body lotion and all the products from the Hawaiian Rumba range. Whereas Vanilla Vibes I don't tend to wear as often. I only wear this in the winter if I do, and I have to like tell you that if I had to pick one out of these two, I would also decide to like eliminate both, to be honest. But if I had to pick one, I would pick Hawaiian Rumba. This is one that like you can see, it's still in the packaging. I'm not even opening it because I want to save it for as long as I can, to see that if I take a break for a couple of months / maybe a year from this scent, then maybe I will fall back in love with it when I try it out again, basically. So for that reason, I'm going to pick Hawaiian Rumba and I'm going to eliminate Vanilla Vibes. Sorry, you have to go. Okay, now we have our last high-end perfume like showdown between Drier Hypnotic Poison and Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry. Now these two are also very different from each other, but I decided to still pair them together because they are like two high-end fragrances. I would not want to pick a high-end with a more like affordable fragrance. So out of these two, they're both very different. Drier Hypnotic Poison is more of an almondy fragrance and it smells so rich. I feel like I smell like a rich woman when I'm wearing this, versus Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry is more of a cherry fragrance. So it's a hard comparison. But if I had to pick one out of these two, I would decide basis of the fact that which ones would I repurchase versus the one that I would not. And I would not repurchase Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry because I do prefer Tom Ford Lost Cherry over it. So I would rather buy a full size of that, versus if I had to repurchase Drier Hypnotic Poison, I would do that in a heartbeat. I might have to save for a few months, but I would eventually definitely repurchase it. So for that reason, this one is the winner and it's going to go to round 2, versus Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry is going to get eliminated. Okay, we're back to begin round 2, and you guys, this was harder than I thought. So let's see how it goes. Firstly, I have these two that I've paired together because they're not similar, but I would say these two are kind of what I wanted to pair together for like the office everyday category. So we have Moe by Nykaa, Crock and Roll, and Tokyo Zen by Miss Boo. So out of these two, if I had to pick one, the winner would be Tokyo Zen. So Masaba by Nykaa Crock and Roll would get eliminated from round 2. So we're going to keep this one, and by like again the process of elimination, these two got paired together. So out of these two, if I had to pick one, again Hawaiian Rumba, like I told you, I'm kind of having a wishy-washy relationship with. I don't exactly know if I love it anymore or if I've completely outgrown it or not, because I've worn it to death and like I've bored myself out of it now. So for that reason, Miniso Sunrise will get selected and this one will get eliminated. And then for our two high-end pairings, we have these two and then these two. Now, how did I decide to pair these two together and those two together? I'll explain that to you. These two I tend to generally wear around my family. This is what I wear for like weekend getaways, or if you're going on a family vacation together or anything, whereas this is something that I wear for weddings specifically. So again, they could be a family wedding, friend wedding, anything, but like this is my wedding exclusive fragrance, so I kind of wanted to put that in the family wala category as well. And then these two are more like friend related, I want to say, because this is what I would wear if I'm going clubbing, night out, etc. And this is my date night scent pick. So again, they are kind of similar-ish, I want to say, in that sense to me, and that's the reason I paired these two together. So out of these two, it's very, very hard to pick one. I don't think I can actually possibly do that, but if you had forced me to, I would decide based on the fact like which one would I repurchase first if I ran out, and I would repurchase this one first because I feel like I wear this more often than this. I've repurchased this already multiple times, whereas this is still my first bottle. So even though this is very sentimental and memorable to me because I gifted this to myself on my 22nd birthday, if I had to repurchase it, I don't go through this as often. So I could actually wait a while before repurchasing Good Girl. Even though I could wait a while before I had to repurchase it, whereas this I would possibly repurchase more often because I also wear it more often. So by that logic, this one would go to round 3 and this one would get eliminated, even though it absolutely breaks my heart. So we're gonna keep this aside. Now, these two. Again, it is so hard to pick one amongst these two because I love both of them. I cannot live without either of them. This one, ever since I have discovered, I just cannot look back. And this is again something that I gifted myself to on my 23rd birthday. So it's sentimental, it's memorable. I have so many family memories attached to this that I cannot possibly let go of it, and it's such a beautiful scent. So if I had to pick one between these two, it's very hard, you guys. But with a heavy heart, I'm going to say that I have to pick Ambre once again. Because this one I could not any which ways like immediately repurchase because it's more expensive, and this is actually similar-ish in price, but I tend to wear this more than this. This, ever since I've got the full bottle, I just wore it for like one wedding and uske aage piche ke jo bhi functions the, so like maybe 2 or 3 times I wore this, versus this I've worn way more often. So same logic that I used for Yoga Boss and Good Girl, I would use for these two, and I would repurchase this, versus this I would have to wait. I would also not go through this as quickly. So Hypnotic Poison, I love you, but I'm gonna have to let go. Okay, so now we have 2 pairings remaining. We have these two and we have these two over here. We have to pick one out of each and then pair those two together. Wow. Okay, let's do it, you guys. Let's begin round 3. First, I'm going to pick between these two because that seems easier. This one is discontinued, so even though I will keep this bottle, I cannot buy another one again, whereas this is thankfully still available. So I will pick this one for round 4 and eliminate this one, just because of like keeping the sense aside. What is more available, accessible and easier? This one. So this one's going to get eliminated from round 3. And then out of these two, it's very hard. Like seriously, this is my date night scent. I wear it a lot. This is my family get together, family things scent. So I mean, how can I pick between these two? But I'm going to think longevity over here because that is where I feel like they're both different. This one is not as long lasting versus this. If I spray once, I don't have to spray it again throughout the day. It gives me full day wear. So for that reason, I love you, Hugo Boss, and I will forever repurchase you. But because you don't last long, I'm going to have to make Ambry the winner of this round. So this is going to get eliminated from round 3 as well. Now these two are going to be our top 2 fragrances. There's going to be one winner and there's going to be one runner-up. And I don't know which one's going to win and which one's going to be the runner-up. Because round 4, I don't know what to do, you guys. I don't know how to choose. This is like my signature everyday scent. And this is my special occasion, family outings, get-togethers. And even though I keep saying like family, even if I had to go out for lunch or something with my friends, I could still wear this. So there is that also. I might not wear it for dates, but I think apart from that, I can pull this off. And I would not wear it for like a night out or anything as well. For that, I would probably just like respray this one on. Okay, now out of these two, I think I've chosen a winner. And the winner of my perfume tournament has to be Ambry. Narciso Rodriguez Ambry. And I'm going to tell you what I thought. So this is like my current signature scent that I would wear, but it's not super long lasting. And that's where this one wins. Also, I remember when I bought this, I thought, if I'm like a CEO or I'm like a mother, you know, that kind of thing, probably in the next 5 to 10 years, I could afford to make this my signature scent, then I would. Because it would remind me of, you know, occasions in the past and special occasions, etc. But apart from that, this would also make a great signature scent. So considering that factor and the fact that it's more long lasting, I would choose this as the winner of this perfume tournament. And this one is going to still be the runner up regardless. So that was it, you guys. That was my perfume tournament. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. And what did you think initially when I started out this video would be the winner? Let me know. Did you guess that this would be the winner? I really want to know that. So let me know down below in the comment section. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time. Bye. Bye.